Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is that time again for the Hero Tracker. If you're wondering when to pull or why to pull or maybe where you should wait, this is the video for you because I compile all of the months, for now, Legendary, Mythic, and Remix hero banners, to let you know what's coming back when, and kind of give some insight as to what might be popping up in which months, who might be, color-wise, maybe becoming the new Legendary or Mythic that month, and so on. So, without further discussion, aside from the fact that something is coming, 2 days, let's get into it. Alright, so, April, nothing has changed. This is April. Finally, a Saros banner that doesn't involve Dimitri. I'm so happy. Third time's a charm, right? It takes 3 efforts, evidently, to make it not be Dimitri Saros. This is going to be Crom and Dimitri, which is pretty good, I think. Or, not Crom and Dimitri. Oh, God. It's in my brain. He's taking control. Crom and Saros. It's going to be Crom and Saros. That's who we're looking at. Crom and Saros are here. Great. Love it. Love to see it. Mira's back. So all of you Mira fans who are probably semi-disappointed about the Sparkable banner that she's definitely losing this time around again, she's back in April. And she's sharing with Alina, which isn't bad. I mean, that's a pretty strong pool so far. Thrasir and Celica are back in green, and then Duma and Air are here in colorless. It's a full stack. I don't know if you've noticed. April, who's to say? Honestly, who's to say? Could be anything. These are the fun months. These are the fun months where you can kind of speculate, and it's not so easily narrowed down. So Legendary Hero, which, I'll be honest, there's a lot of options that are still on the table for that. So the fact that every color is open is kind of nice. I doubt it might be blue, just because, again, there are a lot of 5-star blue heroes that are coming back. But April is probably the month where you're going to start seeing reruns of Brave Houses units. And they tend to rerun Brave units from the previous year, or I guess the current cycle year, when they don't have any other normal 5 stars to roll out. I will also make a point in saying that the skills banners, which prior to this month have always excluded previously used units from those same types of skills banners. That's not the case anymore. So we've had more repeats than non-repeats actually on skills banners this month. So they may start doing that in Legendary and Mythic banners also. So just keep a heads up on that. I will let you know if some kind of trend starts to appear, but I know people like to say, ooh, there's a pattern. Well, is there though? There's a trend and a likelihood, but there's not necessarily a pattern because IS's habits don't tend to last that long. So, for what that's worth, just, keep that in mind. May. Father-son. Back in red. What's good? Azura Peony, Double Dancer. So we have Father-son, Double Dancer. We have maybe the quickest turnaround. If you're unaware, Freya and Corrin are on this banner currently. Right now, you could pull for them. If you want to wait like 50 days, you could get them in the May Mythic banner also. And I mean, they're color sharing with Triandra and Claude, Freya and Corrin respectively. So there's that. I think colorless is pretty good this time around, but if you're wanting to go for Claude and you also want Corrin, I think waiting until May is probably your best bet. Just gonna put that out there for you. Likewise, Freya, I mean, if you don't want the Edelgards and you'd rather have the Triandries, you can wait and then pull in May. It's really not that far out. The only thing I will caution you all on is that May is likely going to be the month of Fallen Heroes, for 2021. It's going to be the Brides Month of 2021. It's also going to have a remix banner, which is probably likely that Robin is going to get remixed this time around. And on top of that, we've also got the Mythic banner and all the other past Pride banners. And, you know, very soon after May, we're going to have Summer Part 1. So there's going to be a lot of things coming at your orbs by the end of May and the beginning of June. So just be aware of that. Just be savvy to that. I do have a video kind of outlining or laying out. There we go. Laying out the Onwards banners from May through August, going live just as soon as we get that April calendar, so I can either confirm or correct information in that video. That will maybe help give you a heads up, because this is the hectic times, right? This is like the half anniversary period. This is like Brave units. This is summer units. All of this stuff is kind of starting to come all at you all at once, and so I would like to give you a heads up if I can. So I'm going to do that. June. Let's talk June, shall we? June is going to have Plumeria and Lif. Yay. Lif doesn't really have a whole lot of use at this point, unfortunately. But I still like it. Mine's at like plus, I want to say 7? Maybe plus 7? So, you know, maybe I'll try and get a little bit merge. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Don't pressure me, okay? Julia is the only candidate in blue. We finally have Dagger coming back. Yay. Dagger's back. Dagger's back alongside Hell. If you want to pick up Hell, now that would be the time to do it, probably, because Dagger seems like a really fun unit. Haven't actually pulled on the banner yet. Haven't been able to use her, so I can't say from experience. However, I will also say that green is just a ripping banner this time around. So if you don't want to wait, I don't think there's a reason to. You should pull green this time. And then we've also got the boys. Bramimond is back, and he's joining Leaf and Alm. Bruh. What a trio, man. The boys are back in colorless. Let's go. So there will be no colorless legendary hero in June. Shock, I know. Man, there's only so many tomes and dragons that could be colorless. There's really not that many bow options either, and some of the bows that they did have options for, they gave to other colors. So, that's that. That's all there is. No legendary healer, I guess, either. There's a handful, but I wouldn't wait for those. Okay, I'm just saying. Maybe a while until they show up. Let's see, what else we got? July. July is here. Seliph, Dimitri, Yoon, Mila. All of them are back. One in every color. One in every slot. 2 to fill on each. Hooray. I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of filler. That's going to be an interesting one, I'll be honest. I don't really know what's coming in July in terms of legendary mythic returns. But if I had to take a guess, I would say it's probably a handful from April popping back in July. Probably Saros. I bet you anything they'll put Saros back in July. I bet you anything Saros will be back in July. Mark my words. I'm telling you right now. Okay? 12:09 p.m. March 30th, 2021. Probably going to put Saros back with Dimitri in July after she runs in April. Just saying. August. August is a fun month. Yeah. We have Reagan and Edelgard coming back, and they're joining the previous goddesses. Yes. Naga and Soth is here. So that'll be good times, I guess. It's not... We're starting to get a little sparse, okay? But it's going to get interesting in a moment, I promise. September. Creed. Altina. That's it. That's what it is. I know. Thrilling, I am sure. November. What? Brian, wait, October? Where's October? There is no October. You heard me correctly. In fact, I think Tiki was actually supposed to be in September, but she got bumped to November. So this is kind of an update from last time. She's joining Marth. No one was surprised. Literally at all. It's like they were like, oh, Martha's coming back in November, but Tiki's supposed to be in September. We need to move her. I don't necessarily know what that means per se. Maybe they really wanted Martha and Tiki together. I don't know. That seems to be a trend, I think. They've been paired together a handful of times on these banners. I don't know if that is implying that, oh, there's going to be some kind of shakeup for Red because they didn't put Martha in September, blah, blah, blah. The more interesting thing that you should note is probably the fact that they skipped October. Weird. They skipped October. We have nothing coming back in October. Probably filling in from previous months that we had just talked about, right? That makes a lot of sense. But you also want to remember that we have a fair amount of OCs popping up in this particular book, right? We have Eitri, who probably a Mythic hero at some point. There is still not, even though probably going to be the May hero. Just throwing it out there. And then there's also, Otur and Fafnir and all those guys. We're not even like halfway through, right? And we've already gotten like half a dozen mythics of heroes characters. So there's a good chance that some of those actually crop up in October when people start dying off, right? So when mainline villains start dying off in the Fae books, we saw it happen with Plumeria. We saw it happen kind of with Triandra, but she also kind of piggybacked with, Freya. We saw it happen with Thrasir and Leaf. As soon as they kind of just ended their story talk late fall, which was like a chapter or two before the end of the book, they started appearing in banners. So I would take a hard guess that more than likely you're going to see Otur pop up in October, and they're not planning around that right now. Just a guess from your humble, big-brained Fire Emblem big brother over here. So that is something that you maybe want to consider if you're thinking about Otur. Probably October. That would be my guess. And then Fafnir, of course, would probably close out the book in November, unless there's some kind of grand twist where Fafnir isn't actually the main baddie of Book 5, and it turns out to be someone else controlling him, and then that turns out to be the main baddie, and then that person shows up in the banner in November. But you didn't hear that from me, except you did, and I'm probably right about that. January. What? Brian, you just went from September to November, and now November to January. What? What happened to October and December? They don't exist, okay? Santa isn't coming this year. He saw 2020 and was like, I'm taking a break in 21. So there is no December. I'm sure it will pop up eventually. But again, I'm pointing this out because, we got Hell a little bit late. We've had other prior book units show up a little bit later. And then also, new book, right, in November, December time frame. So new characters are going to show up for book 6, more than likely around December. So they're probably going to fill that in. It's probably going to take place a little bit later than you're maybe used to. So I'm assuming that's why they're skipping those. But January is here. Yay. January's always here. We can go ahead and close that out, I guess. Sorry, Reed. Sorry, Altina. But January is there. Yay. That's cool. Now, I point out this, and I leave these two here, because of the next remix candidates, these 4 seem like pretty good options. By the way, if you want Erica or Lucina, you should probably pick them up now, because they're on the banner. And they're not coming back for almost an entire year. What does that mean? Well, it probably means that they're getting remixed. If you recall, the original 8 kept kind of getting pushed out further and further and further. And then a couple months before they were supposed to come back again, there would be an update saying, oh, well, we're moving them here or there. And, oh, we're not really sure when we're going to put them back. But, TBD, bro. I feel like that's what's going to start happening with some of these older units as well. And they are kind of in that potential mix area. So just be aware, if you want them, now would be the time to get them. Unless, of course, you just want to wait for them to be remixed, which I'm assuming is exactly what IS is going to do. And maybe you want to wait and see if the remix potential is worth wailing all out, trying to get these guys to +10 or however many copies you want. Maybe you just want to wait until they're remixed. I don't know. I'm just saying, more than likely they're going to get remixed, and they are going to be some of the next potential candidates to get remixed. So, just be aware of that. And that's it. Now, if you want to share any of these things... Oh, wait, hang on. Hold up. Well, actually, this works too. All right, so shareables on Twitter. Link in description somewhere, probably. Unless you're super early to this. But these are going to be what we have for the shareables this time around. If you want to keep a copy, you can go check it out on the Twitters. If you don't have Twitters, I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. But that is that. That's what you got here. So if you want to grab a couple of these, check the link in the description. You can go grab it, save it to your phone, have them on hand, or you can check the Discord. I keep them in the Discord as well. Or I guess you could just screen cap this. There. Is that... That gave you a good frame where you can just freeze it and have a happy bearded man alongside of it, I guess. Or you can just crop me out, but that would be mean. Don't do that. Yeah, this is it. That's the Hero Tracker. This has been fun. Thank you all. Let me know in the comment what month you are most excited for, now that you can see them all lined up appropriately here. That is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for ringing bells and liking things and leaving comments and all of the stuff that helps us grow over here. Anyway, thank you again. Until then, I will catch you next time.